Jaya Jagannataya Jagannataya Balade Jaya Subhadra Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Stotra Satta Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Stotra Satta Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridasa Thakura Ki Jai Shri Krishna Premsikaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sarigoda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Chamakunda Radha Kunda Ki Govardhan Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Mathura Dham Ki Jai Navadvip Dham Ki Jai Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai Shri Nu Seva Kunja Ki Jai Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru Vengaranga. Krishna Pristaya Bhuttare Shimate Sankarshanda Sarikariti Namine. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet. So, we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, the beautiful story of the personality of Godhead. 8th canto, withdrawal of the cosmic manifestation. Chapter 13, description of future Manus, text 13. 12 and 13. 12 through 16, and we're going to chant, huh? Through 36. I'll be chanting Sanskrit for a long time. Well, I'll chant 12, right? And then we'll chant responsively 13, and then we'll go through the 36. Text 12. Tatra deva sutapaso viraja amrita prabha tesham virochana sutto balirindro bhavishyati. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. In the period of the 8th Manu, among the demigods will be the Sutapas, the Virajas, and the Amrita Prabhas. The king of the demigods, Indra, will be Bali Maharaj, the son of Virochana. Text 13. Datve mam yachamanaya Datve mam yachamanaya Vishnave yahpadatrayam Vishnave yahpadatrayam Radham Indrapadam hitva Radham Indra Padam Hitva Tatah Siddhim Avapsyati Tatah Siddhim Avapsyati Tatve Mam Yachamanaya Vishnave Yapadatrayam Radham Indra Padam Hitva Tattah Siddhim Avapsyati Datve Mam Yachamanaya Vishnave Yapadatrayam Radham Indra Padam Hitva Tatah Siddhim Avapsyati Datve Mam Yachamanaya Vishnave Yapadatrayam Radham Indra Padam Hitva Tata Siddhim Avapsyati Datve Mam Yachamanaya Vishnave Yapadatrayam Radham Indra Padam Hitva Tatah Siddhim Avapsyati Datve Mam Yachamanaya Vishnave Yapadatrayam Radham Indra Padam Hitva Tata Siddhim Avapsyati Datve Mam Yachamanaya Vishnave Yapadatrayam Radham Indra Padam Hitva Tatah Siddhim Avapsyati Datve Mam Yachamanaya Vishnave Yapadatrayam Radham Indra Padam Hitva Tatah Siddhim Avapsyati Datve Mam Yachamanaya Vishnave Yapadatrayam Radham Indra Padam Hitva Tata Siddhim Avapsyati Dattva, giving in charity. Imam, this entire universe. Yachamanaya, who was begging from him. Vishnave, unto Lord Vishnu. Yah, Bali Maharaj, Padatrayam, 3 paces of land. Radham, achieved. Indra Padam, the post of Indra. Hitva, giving up. Tata, thereafter. Siddhim, perfection. Avapsyati, will achieve. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Bali Maharaj gave a gift of 3 paces of land to Lord Vishnu, and because of this charity, he lost all the 3 worlds. Later, however, when Lord Vishnu is pleased because of Bali's giving everything to him, Bali Maharaj will achieve the perfection of life. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, text 3, it is stated, Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye. Out of many millions of people, one may attempt to achieve success in life. This success is explained here. Aradham indrapadam hitva tatah siddhim avapsyati. Siddhi consists of achieving the favor of Lord Vishnu, not the yoga siddhas. The yoga siddhis, anima, lagima, mahima, prapti, prakamya, ishitva, vasitva, and kamavasayita, are temporary. The ultimate siddhi is to achieve the favor of Lord Vishnu. Text 14. Yasao bhagavata badha pritena sutale punaha niveshito dike svargad aduna ste svaradiva. Translation. With great affection, the personality of Godhead bound Bali and then installed him in the kingdom of Sutala, which is more opulent than the heavenly planets. Maharaj Bali now resides on that planet and is more comfortably situated than Indra. Galavo diptaman ramo drona putra kritpas tata rishya sringa pitasmakam bhagavan badarayanaha ime saptarshayas tatra bhavishyanti svayogataha idanim asati rajan svesva ashrama mandale. O king, during the 8th Manvantara, the great personalities Galava, Diptaman, Parashurama, Ashvatthama, Kripacharya, Risha, Shringa, and our father Vyasadeva, the incarnation of Narayana, will be the 7 sages. For the present, they are all residing in their respective ashramas. Devaguhyat sarasvatyam sarvabhauma iti prabhu sthanam purandarad dritva balaye dasyatishvaraha. In the 8th Manvantara, the greatly powerful personality of Godhead, Sarvabhauma, will take birth. His father will be Devaguhya and his mother will be Saraswati. He will take the kingdom away from Purandara, Lord Indra, and give it to Bali Maharaj. Navamo daksha savarnir manurvaruna sambhavaha bhuta ketur dipta ketur ityadhyastat supta nripa. O king, the 9th Manu will be Daksha Savarni, who is born of Varuna. Among his sons will be Bhutaketu and Diptaketu. Paramarichi Garbha Deva Indrod Bhutasmitaha Jyutimat Pramukhastatra Bhavishyanti Rishayastataha. In this 9th Manvatara, the Paras and the Marichi Garbhas will be among the demigods. The king of heaven, Indra, will be named Adbhuta, and Jyutiman will be among the 7 sages. Ayusmatum Buddharayam Ayusmatum Buddharayam Rishabo Bhagavat Kalaha Bhavita Yena Samradham Trilokim Bhokshate Bhuta. Rishabhadeva, the partial incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will take birth from his father, Ayusman, and his mother, Ambudhara. He will enable the Indra named Adbhuta to enjoy the opulence of the 3 worlds. Dashamo Brahma Savarnir Upashloka Suto Manuhu Tatsutta Buri Shenadya Havismat Pramukha Dvijaha. The son of Upashloka, known as Brahma Savarni, will be the 10th Manu. Burishena will be among his sons, and the Brahmanas will be headed by Havishman, and the Brahmanas headed by Havishman will be the 7 sages. Havishman Sukrita Satyo Jayo Murtis Tadadvijaha Suvasana Virudhadya Devah Sambhu Sureshvaraha. Havishman, Sukrita, Satya, Jaya, Murti, and others will be the 7 sages. the Suvasanas and the Viruddhas will be among the demigods, and Shambhu will be their king, Indra. Vishvakshena Vishucham tu Shambho Sakyam Karishyati Jatah Swam Shena Bhagavan Grihe Vishva Shrijo Vibhuhu. In the home of Vishvasrashta, a plenary portion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead will appear from the womb of Vishuchi as the incarnation known as Vishvakshena. He will make friends with Shambhu. Manurvai Dharma Savarnir Ekadashama Atmavan Anagatastat Suttascha Satya Dharma Dayodasha. In the 11th Manvantara, the Manu will be the Dharma Savarni, who will be extremely learned in spiritual knowledge. From him will come 10 sons headed by Satya Dharma. Vihangama Kama Gama Nirvana Ruchaya Suraha Indrascha Vaidritas Tesham Rishayas Charunadayaha. The Vihangamas, Kamaganas, Nirvana Ruchis, and others will be the demigods. The king of the demigods, Indra, will be Vaidrita, and the 7 sages will be headed by Aruna. Arya Kasya Sutastatra Dharma Setur iti smritaha Vaidrita yam harer amsas trilokim darayishyati. The son of Aryaka, known as Dharmasetu, a partial incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will appear from the womb of Vaidrita, the wife of Aryaka, and will rule the 3 worlds. Bhavita Rudra Savarni Rajan Dvada Shamo Manuhu Deva Van Upadevascha Deva Shrestadaya Sutaha. O king, the 12th Manu will be named Rudra Savarni. Devavan, Upadeva, Devashreshta will be among his sons. Ritadama Chatatrindo Devascha Haritadayaha Rishayascha Tapomurtis Tapasvagni Drakayadaha. In this Manvantara, the name of Indra will be Ritadama, and the demigods will be headed by the Haritas. Among the sages will be Tapomurti, Tapasvi, and Agnidraka. Swadhamakyo harer amshah sadhayisyati tanmanuho antaram satya sahasah sunritaya sutovibuhu. From the mother named Sunrita, the father named Satyasaha will come Swadhama, a partial incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He will rule that Manvantara. Manustrayo dasho bhavyo deva savarnir atmavan chitrasena vichitradya deva savarni deha jaha. The 13th Manu will be named Deva Savarni, and he will be very advanced in spiritual knowledge. Among his sons will be Chitrasena and Vichitra. Deva Sukarma Sutrama Samshnya Indro Devaspatihi Nirmoka Tattva Darshadya Bhavishyanti Rishayastada. In the 13th Manvantara, the Sukarmas, Sutramas will be among the demigods. Devaspati will be the king of heaven, and Nirmoka and Tattvadarsha will be among the 7 sages. Devahotrasya tanaya upaharta devaspatehe yogeshvaro harer amsho brihatyam sambhavishyati. The son of Devahotra, known as Yogeshvara, will appear as a partial incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His mother's name will be Brihati. He will perform activities for the welfare of Devaspati. Manurva Indra Savarnis Chaturdasha Eshyati Uru Gambira Buddha Ja Indra Savarni Viryaja. The name of the 14th Manu will be Indra Savarni. He will have sons like Uru, Gambira, and Buddha. Pavitras Chakshusha Deva, Suchir Indro Bhavishyati, Agnir Bahu Suchi, Sudho Magadayas Tapasvinaha. The Pavitras and Chakshusas will be among the demigods, and Shuchi will be Indra, the king of heaven. Agni, Bahu, Shuchi, Shuddha, Magadha, and others of great austerity will be the 7 sages. Text 35. Satraya nasyatanayo brihad bhanus tadaharihi vitanayam maharaja kriyatantum vitayita. O King Parikshit, in the 14th Manvantara, the Supreme Personality of Godhead will appear from the womb of Vitana, and his father's name will be Satrayana. This incarnation will be celebrated as Brihadbhanu, and he will administer spiritual activities. Rajams chatur dasaitani trikalanugatani te proktani ebir mitakalpo yuga sahasraparyayaha. O King, I have now described to you the 14 Manus appearing in the past, present, and future. The total duration of time ruled by these Manus is 1,000 yuga cycles. This is called a kalpa, or 1 day of Brahma. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 8th canto of 13th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Descriptions of Future Manus. Om Jnanati Mirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I'm surprised always with this long list of names. Chukadeva Goswami is reciting all of this from memory. He has the whole Srimad Bhagavatam stored in his head, and he can present it on demand, nicely, completely, and with all the names, just the different partial incarnations of Godhead, who their children are, who the different 7 sages are. It's amazing. You know, in this age of Kali, our intelligence, our memory, our ability to discriminate, they're all so much reduced that we have to rely on written material, because our memory is here today, gone tomorrow. Unless we really practice it, you know, we have to really practice it. If we memorize shlokas, you know, after, you know, I'm talking from personal experience, after a few years, if you don't recite them, it's like, oh, I used to know that shloka. You know? And so, by the grace of Srila Prabhupada and the whole parampara, we are given this knowledge, the cream of all Vedic knowledge, which is the Srimad Bhagavatam. So, to where we can try to relish every verse, every word, every message that's given in here. So I have a question for you, because my memory has been shortened by old age. Which Manu are we under now? Vaivasvata Manu. Thank you. Vaivasvata Manu. So, and is this the 28th cycle of in the Kalpa? Is that right? Or, yeah, I don't know. All you Pandits out there, so. I mean, Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya, they appear in the 28th cycle, right? yugas. Okay. And here we started text 13, which we quoted here, and which Prabhupada gave a purport to. Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschidyatati siddhaye. Out of many millions of people, one may attempt to achieve success in life. And this success is explained here. And the success is to please Lord Vishnu. And the story is that Bali Maharaj was a very powerful demon, being the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, who was the son of Hiranyakashipu, who was the son of Kashyapa Muni. And Hiranyakashipu, as we know and we pray every morning to Lord Nrsingadev, his chest was bifurcated by the sharp, wonderful nails of Lord Hiranyakashipu. And so Prahlad Maharaj got the benediction from Lord Nrsingadev that none of his descendants would be killed by Vishnu. So here's Bali Maharaj, who is very powerful, so powerful. He's overthrown. There's been a coup d'etat, and he's overthrown Indra. He's taken over the whole three worlds. The demons have invaded the heavenly planets. They've come out of the lower planets, and I'm not sure how they travel there. Their demons are very powerful. So, Vamanadev is an incarnation of Vishnu who appeared at the behest, I think, of Lord Brahma to rectify this situation and put the demons back where they belong, down in the lower planetary systems. So Vamanadev appeared as a very beautiful dwarf. He's the son of Aditi. Actually, he's the youngest son of Indra. Sometimes he's called, I think, Indranuja, which means this youngest son, a younger son of Indra, a son of Aditi. So I remember a few years back, my wife and I, we were in our home and we were celebrating, I think Prithu and Shravan, and his wife were there visiting with us. And my wife is very fond of small children. So when she heard this description of Vamanadev appearing as a very beautiful young boy, she immediately got captivated by this description, And she had all of a sudden these motherly feelings, manifested from her. And I can imagine how Mother Aditi, who's the mother of the demigods, must have felt by having Lord Vishnu as her son. It's kind of like Mother Yashoda having Krishna. Of course, not on the same level, but the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Imagine having the Supreme Personality of Godhead as your son. How wonderful that would be. Anyway, he was very beautiful, and he wore deer skin, and he had a kusha grass belt, like woven belt, and carried a staff and a begging bowl. And so he went up to Bali Maharaj, who was in the kingdom in heaven, and it's such a nice pastime, really. There's so many nice things about it. So he came up to Bali Maharaj on the pretext of begging a little something from him as a Brahmana, and Bali Maharaj and many of the demons were very much followers of the Vedic system. Even though they may not have been devotees, they were followers of the Vedic system. So Bali Maharaj, he had a guru, and anybody know what the guru's name? Bali Maharaj's guru? Shukracharya, yeah. And he's mentioned in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. They give him another name. As being Ushana. Among great thinkers, I am Ushana. Krishna is describing himself. Among fishes, I am the shark. And so many things. Among great thinkers, I am Ushana. So Shukracharya, he was the guru of Bali Maharaj. And so Shukracharya, being a great thinker, could see that this little dwarf boy was actually Vishnu, and he was coming to steal away all the heavenly kingdom, the whole, cheat Bali Maharaj. But Bali Maharaj was very much captivated. And when he asked Vamanadev what he wanted, what kind of, he was ready to give him everything, because this is the nature of great personalities. Even Jarasandha, when Krishna and Arjuna and Bhima went to Jarasandha dressed as brahmanas, Jarasandha was also a demon and a follower of the Vedic system, was ready to give anything in charity to a brahmana. This was such a high status that brahmanas have, And so they asked for a fight. And Vamanadev didn't ask for a fight with Bali Maharaj. He just asked for 3 paces of land. And Bali Maharaj said, what are you asking for? Just 3 paces of land. What are you going to do with it? Imagine just having 3 paces of land. You can't even lay down on it, practically speaking. Just sit, I suppose. So Shukracharya said, no. Don't give it to him. It's Vishnu. You're going to lose everything. But Bali Maharaj was very much captivated, and he decided, yes, I'll give 3 paces of land. And so immediately this little dwarf immediately expanded into Trivikram, the huge expansion of Lord Krishna. And in the first step, he took all the lower planets. And on the second step, he took all the higher planets, and his toe pierced the covering of the universe. And water from the covering of the universe came down and became the Ganges. And so then he asked, where shall I place my 3rd step? And Bali Maharaj offered his head as a 3rd place for this step. So this pleased Vamanadev very much, Lord Vishnu. He surrendered at the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. And as Prabhupada is explaining in the purport, these yoga siddhis of becoming smaller than the smallest, lighter than the lightest, to be able to acquire things from anywhere, and so on. These are not the perfection. The real perfection, the ultimate siddhi, is to achieve the favor of Lord Vishnu. So, this is the perfection that we're all striving for. We should strive for this perfection of getting the favor of Lord Vishnu, of pleasing Krishna. Krishna and Vishnu, they're not different. Vishnu is an expansion of Krishna. Vishnu, Nama Atma Pradipaya Sakshine Paramatmane Namo Giram Viduraya. Vidaya. Namo Giram Viduraya. Manasas Chitta Samapi. I still have a little memory. So this verse it's from the Bhagavatam. Gajendra is in his trials when he's been battling this crocodile for 1,000 years. The king of the elephants decides that he needs help. Please help me. So in his previous birth, he was Indradyumna Swami, and then he takes birth as an elephant, the king of the elephants in the heavenly planets. But still, there's a crocodile. And we all have our crocodiles that we have to battle. He had this king of the crocodiles, and he was battling in a lake. He wasn't on land, so he was at a disadvantage. And the crocodile was not at a disadvantage. He was in his, he could drag Gajendra into the water, take a break, grab a fish, to come back. And as Gajendra was trying to come back out. You imagine this, So Gajendra, he decided, so he prayed this prayer, Nama Atma Pradipaya. I like to recite this verse every morning because Nama Atma Pradipaya. Atma Pradipaya means to enlighten the soul. Atma, Dipa, we do Dipavali, or we offer lights during Kartik. These are Dipas. So Pradipaya means to enlighten the soul. And so this is a prayer to Vishnu, the universe, universal personality. And he's the witness of everything we do. And he's the super soul, Paramatma. Shikshaye Paramatmaye. So we have a witness in our heart that's been with us and witnessing all our activities, birth after birth after birth after birth after birth, ever since we came into the material universe. We fell down from the spiritual sky, turned our face away from Krishna, and boom, bloop, into the material world we fell. And so Paramatma, Krishna, he's so kind. He's our best friend. He's come with us. And he's accompanying us as he's the super soul, and we're the jiva soul. So he's waiting for us to wake up and turn our face back again to him. So he's sitting in our heart. He's giving us intelligence, giving us knowledge, giving us forgetfulness, giving us inspiration also. All of this is coming from the super soul within the heart, all our abilities. And actually, he's directing all the activities of all the living entities. There's a nice verse at the end of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 61. Ishvara sarva bhutani riddesher junatishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantra rudani mayaya. So the Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjuna, and is directing the wanderings of all living entities who are seated as on a machine made of the material energy. So these are machines that we're driving. Everybody, an ant, cockroach, a bee, a bird, a tree, a demigod, a crocodile, an elephant. They're all machines. And we think we're driving the machine, but we're not. Actually, it's the super soul that's driving the machine. We're just having desires, and the super soul is able to pick up those desires like aroma coming from a nice flower garland, or perhaps the aroma from a porta potty, depending what our desires are. And then he directs the body, the senses, to act in a certain way according to our desires and according to what we deserve too. So we should cultivate desire to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead by engaging our body, our mind, our words in the service of Krishna and his representatives, the parampara, the authorized, the bona fide, disciplic section, our spiritual masters, by pleasing them, engaging in service to them, and engaging in the service of all the devotees of the Lord. Because anybody who's, according to Lord Chaitanya, anybody who said Krishna one time, he's a Vaishnava. He's a Vaishnava. As a matter of fact, I was just reading, I like to read Srimad Chaitanya Charitamrita as I'm chanting. I read one verse, chant one round, read one verse. So it's very nice, because who is the inaugurator of this Hare Krishna movement? Who is it that brought the most potent mantra for liberation? Lord Gauranga, yes. So reading about his pastimes is very important. He's the Yugavatar. He's come to, well, for many reasons, but the external reason is to inaugurate the movement. So of all the incarnations, so many incarnations, multitude of incarnations in the Bhagavatam, they said they're like waves in a river or in an ocean. There's so many incarnations, but the incarnation for us is Lord Chaitanya. He's only 500 years ago. Only 500 years. It's like, we just missed it. We just missed it. But anyway, we didn't actually miss out altogether, because we have the Shastras that were presented to us by the grace of Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada decided it was so important that he stopped translating Srimad Bhagavatam for, I don't know, was it 2 months? He had a challenge. He translated the whole Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, and the BBT had the challenge to print them in 2 months. And they said, oh, we can't do it, but they did it. And now, because of that miracle, really, now we have the nectar of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Prabhupada, when he was coming on the Chaladuta, he was relishing the nectar. That was his solace while he was traveling. Drawing out, tasting the nectar of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So anyway, I digress, but as I'm reading this pastime of Chand Kazi and the civil disobedience, where Lord Chaitanya, where the Kazi, Chand Kazi, had forbidden and broken the mridanga, no more chanting Hare Krishna. It's a nuisance. And so many pastimes just from that. But so Lord Chaitanya was angry at this. This is not going to be. So he organized 3 parties to go out and start chanting and go through all the villages. And more people joined. And finally they ended up at the house of Chand Kazi. And they were creating a tumultuous sound. And Chand Kazi was afraid. And he went up in his room and hid. And then Lord Chaitanya pacified, and he sat down at the gate, at the doorway, and asked for somebody. He asked some gentleman in the crowd to go and invite Chand Kazi to come down and discuss. So they had a discussion, and it turned out, after a little bit of discussion about cow killing in the Quran and in the Vedic scriptures, Chand Kazi kind of surrendered to Lord Chaitanya, said, admitted defeat, and he revealed that he had a dream the night before that this ferocious lion with the body of a man appeared in his dream and jumped on his chest and stabbed his nails into his chest a little bit, scratched him. And Chandkasi was super afraid, and this man lion told him, I'm not happy with what you did. Don't do it again or else, I'll go all the way. So later when he woke up, from this amazing dream, I wish I had that dream. I really do. It would get rid of a lot of my anarthas. Anyway, later on, some of his constables came to him and they complained. They said, when we went to stop these Harinams under your order, our faces caught on fire, our beards burned, and we had blisters, and we had to leave. So he said, just go home, don't bother them anymore. And other constables came and helpers and said, sometimes we would, actually they weren't constables, they were other, they called them yavanas, mlechas, and so they were saying, sometimes we joke, we see these Hindus chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then we start joking and we kind of imitate them, but all of a sudden we can't stop. Our tongues, it's just, we lose control and they're standing. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. It can't stop. So they were complaining like that to Chandkasi. And so I got to thinking about this. And this is the influence. And then I think later on in the Chaitanya Charitamrita talks about this. Is that by the influence of Lord Chaitanya, all the devotees there were chanting purely. They were tasting pure Shuddhanam. And because they were so much relishing the taste of Krishna's right there in his name, they were relishing it so much that other people were becoming affected, and they were becoming infected, you might say, with the same mood. And this is how the whole Hare Krishna movement is going to be propagated, and is being propagated, because we heard from Srila Prabhupada when he was chanting in Tompkins Square Park in New York. He wasn't just chanting a melody. He wasn't just chanting to attract people. To him, it was worship. He was worshiping Krishna in his holy name. So in this few verses prior, there's this nice verse that I'm trying to memorize, and I'll try it out on you. It says, Krishnadas Kaviraj says, Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatara Nama Haite Haya Sarva Jagat Nistara. And it says, in this age of Kali, the incarnation of Krishna is in his holy name. By the influence of this name, the whole universe will be delivered. The whole universe will be delivered by the influence of Ram Prabhu. So, back to Bali Maharaj, Shukracharya. So, Vamanadev tied up Bali and imprisoned him. And I'm not really clear on why that was. I have to read it again. Because, after all, he did surrender. And he was very pleased, but he did tie him up. And then, with the ropes of Varuna, yeah. Anyway, he knew Bali Maharaj was a pure devotee. He's the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, So, of course, he was cursed by his guru to lose everything, because he disobeyed his guru in Shukracharya. But Shukracharya, when Bali Vamanadev asked him what his fault was, Shukracharya had a very nice verse to say, and it's very nice. It says, Mantratas tantratas chitram deshakalarha vastutaha Sarva karoti nischidram anusankirtanam tava. And it says, there may be so many faults with the chanting of mantras, the performance of sacrifices, with the time, the place, the personality. But wherever your holy name is chanted, all faults are canceled out. They disappear. So this is a very important instruction, and I accept Sukracharya as my Shiksha Guru for reciting this verse. Because, and this is Prabhupada's teaching also in Parampara, is that whenever we have some kind of performance, some lecture, we always have to have kirtan before. And by having this kirtan, anything that could have been wrong is canceled out. Everything becomes pure by chanting the holy name. I got 2 minutes. I had another little story about the power of the holy name. In the Nectar of Devotion, there's a very nice pastime that's described. Narada Muni appeared in Vrindavan, and he was chanting the holy name. And the chanting of the holy name was so purifying that the river Yamuna turned white. And the gopis decided to start churning the Yamuna River because it was white like milk. So they started churning it, and they were chanting, the gopis were churning. And Lord Shiva's neck, which is normally blue, turned white. And his wife, Gauri, saw him, but he didn't have a blue neck, so she didn't think it was her husband, and she went away. And Lord Balaram's dress was normally blue, turned white. So this is the power of chanting the pure holy name, as exemplified by Narada Muni. So anyway, thank you very much for listening to it. We have 1 minute for questions. Yes, Parama Karupra.
I need a Sanskrit. I know this story is there in Nectar of Devotion.
Yeah.
One of the example of how, but I just need a Sanskrit reference for the memorizing the verse.
For this Narada Muni coming and chanting?
Yeah.
I don't. No? Do you know it?
No, I don't know. That's the reason.
It'd be nice to know. Yeah. Is it from the Bhagavatam?
It's there in NOD. The story is there. I need to cross-check in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. It should be there in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu.
Yeah. Usually Prabhupada does, and very, and so Shuddhanam, Harinam, Sankirtan ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam Grantaraj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hari Hari.